Junk hauler success. Thrive in any market condition. Haulers across the country call me. They either want to start a new junk hauling business or grow an existing junk hauling business. Junk haulers want to clean up hundreds of REOs. So I'll get a call from a junk hauler and he will tell me that he wants to clean up hundreds of REO properties a month. My response is, okay, but let me explain the market condition. Currently, real estate is booming. It's February, it's the end of February, beginning of March 2018. I decided to make this video with a few slides to explain how to make money in any market condition and be ready. Keep your family safe. Always have an income. In the previous recession, the mortgage meltdown of 2008, I started a junk hauling business in 2007 at the start of the mortgage meltdown of 2008 and recession. So I started it right before the recession started. I had worked in real estate for 17, 18 years already at the time. I worked for a real estate bankruptcy attorney. I worked for a real estate lender. I worked for a real estate investment company, hardcore investors that made millions. I sold real estate conventionally. I learned how the real estate market cycle works. I predicted that there were going to be a lot of foreclosures. My prediction was 1/20th of what actually happened. Foreclosures exploded. Recession, booming, and flat real estate markets. There are recessions, real estate markets that are booming, and there are flat real estate markets. I will explain the three in a bit. In real estate, there's always going to be foreclosures. There's always going to be people buying home. But unfortunately, there's always going to be people losing their homes, and there's going to be REO work for bank-owned properties and junk haulers to clean up. For maximum success and profits, you have to anticipate and be ready for any real estate market. You have to be ready for a recession. You have to be ready for a booming market, and you have to be able to ride out flat real estate markets. During a recession, you want to set up your junk hauling business to service the REO industry, cleaning up bank-owned properties. Junk hauler, you have to be ready for a booming or a recession. I will give you a few tips to have a successful junk hauling business, how to thrive in any real estate market and be ready for anything. Be ready for a booming or a recession market. I created a few slides. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the Economist website. The Economist website is one of the leading economy newspapers, magazines in the world. So here we go. It shows how the real estate market worked, how our economy was from 1980 to the present. You see how it's sliding up and has a peak and it goes down. So before it goes up, you have to be ready. Junk hauling for contractors, for people who are doing new constructions, kitchens, bathroom remodels, second floors, master bedrooms. And when it goes down, you have to be ready to service the REO industry. So here it goes down again, and here it goes up. So you have to be ready for everything. And I will give you a few tips on how to do that. So I'll tell you exactly how to do it. So the REO Industry Bank Owned in 2007, I started right before the recession. So I started at the end of 2006, at the beginning of 2007. So you can see right here that the very peak was the second quarter of 2007. So before this, I was doing real estate and I was doing very well. It was easy. But at this point right here, I went through pain for about 6 months to a year. I went through pain at this point. Before I started the junk hauling business, there was a period for where I didn't have an income. So when I started the junk hauling business, I started at this, right before the recession started. and we had more work than we can handle. As you can see, there was a lot of foreclosures, a lot of REO properties to be cleaned up. So behind here is, it goes all the way down, and the very bottom is the fourth quarter of 2011. So, but I would say about 2010, we were receiving less and less orders. And at the time, I didn't really understand to be ready for the next haul right here. I was going to stop my junk hauling business and just go on to work on something else. So meeting with crews. So it's the fourth quarter of 2012. At this point, it's not worth having a junk hauling business that services a REO industry, cleaning up bank-owned properties. We were receiving less and less orders. And like I said, around 2010, everybody and their brother-in-law was cleaning up REO bank-owned properties. So I had a meeting with my crews, and I told them, hey, we're done. It's not worth it to have this business. I'm going to go on to do something else. And, they looked at me, I looked at them, and they were like, no, we want to continue working. What can we do? How do we do it? So at that point, I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. So I started a new website, 365junkremoval.com, and it was targeted for contractors. So real estate is booming. Contractors need our services. Contractors would basically say, come and do the job, bill us later. The contractors were slammed. So in the beginning, we were just doing junk hauling for them. And then they would say, hey, send a crew to clean the windows. Well, our guys clean the windows all the time, no problem. Hey, we need a crew to clean the bathrooms, the kitchens. We're going to get ready for showing. Can you send a crew to do that? So we started doing that, and a lot of interesting projects always come up. So we have one of our clients as a contractor, and he's building a 6-story building, a bunch of units. I don't know how many units, but he wanted 15 or 20 sheets of drywall in each room of the building. So we sent a crew of 4 guys over there to put. They would get drywall that was down on the street, on the floor, on the ground, take it in the elevator, take it up to 6 stories, and put 15 or 20 sheets in each room. As we were taking up the drywall up to each room, there was drywall hangers that were already, as soon as we take the drywall up, they were putting it up on the walls. So it was very efficient for them, and it kept our crew busy for about a week. So we got 3 contractors, and we were slammed. Each contractor has 1, 2, or 3 projects at any given time, and they always need services during a good economy. Okay, so this is how you prepare yourself so you're always ready for either a booming market, or a down market, or you're ready for a flat line. So right now it's end of February, beginning of March 2018. There is very little REO trash out work to be done. But here we are, #1 in Google for trash out Los Angeles. So every week we get 2 or 3 little jobs. Hey, we need a trash out here. We need a window boarded here. We need an eviction here. We need a property rekeyed here. From REO agents and from servicing companies and lending companies and asset companies that have a little bit of REO work right now when there isn't any. They have a little bit of work, so they call us, and we're building up our database. So we do the job happily, and we add them to our database. And once every couple of weeks, we send them an email saying, hey, we're your junk hauling company in Los Angeles, your trash out company in Los Angeles. And it's going to get very crazy for us when the next recession happens. They're all going to be slammed. We already have current clients, and we have new clients that we're picking up for this website that I put up. And here it is. It's spelled differently. It's Los Angeles Trashout. And right here, I own the page, all of it. Here's the second part of the page. Own it. All these are my websites. And here's a different website, LA County Property Preservation. This is my video. And then here it is spelled out in a different way as well. Los Angeles Trashout. And again, this is number 1 and number 2. And we're just building our database, and every week we get a little bit of work. So we're doing work for both new contractors that need our services, and we're also doing work for people who need property preservation work, trash out, board ups. And here it's spelled out differently, Trash Out Los Angeles. So what I'm trying to say is here, so some people are going to search for Trash Out Los Angeles with Los Angeles Trash Out being first, or here it's Trash Out with 1 word, or it's going to be Trash Out with 2 words and it's spelled differently. And again, all number 1. I own the page. I will show you how to do that. I'll tell you how we do that. So the first website, so always be ready. The first website that I built was hauling in LA, and I just wanted to make an extra few $100, $300, $500 for the weekend. And here I am, number 2 for Garage Cleanup Los Angeles. And this is a website that I put years ago. Number 2, we get calls all the time, and all these guys are paying for ads. So somebody that wants to clean up their garage, they pay for an ad, and the click could be anywhere between $5, $6 per click. And somebody will say, hey, I want to clean up my garage, and they'll come and they'll click here. They'll come and they'll click. They'll come and click one of these ads, and they might not do it then, they might not do it another time, and then when they decide to do it, they'll come here again and they may click one of these ads. Going to cost them money, but my website's always here, number 2, and I could get it to number 1. I've had a lot of times number 1 for garage, for yard, for basement, for attic cleanup. But I'm not really too concerned about this because our crews are busy, very busy with the current clients that we have. All these that come in, we give them to other junk haulers, and they just give us a little bit of the profits. So another way for you to make money in the junk hauling business is, I have a bunch of websites that I that I have that are easy to rank for, and I just turn the jobs over to other people that do them. These are just extra profits that I make. So I have Concrete Removal Los Angeles. So here we have an ad, and once they stop paying for the ad will stop being displayed. But as you can see, the bottom part of the page, I'm number 3 right here, and number 4, number 6, and number 7. Like I said, I'm not too concerned with these websites or with these rankings because we're already slammed with clients that we have and referrals. But these are easy websites to rank for. We put them up, and all the calls that we get, we tee them off to other people that are new clients. So put up a simple website in your city and get residual income. Put up a simple website in your city and get residual income. I have a bunch more, like dirt removal, concrete, asphalt, and we get calls all the time, and they're paying for ads. Ours are free, but like to remove a driveway from a property could cost like $2,500. It's very profitable. To remove a pool costs $4,000 to $5,000. So even though these are easy to rank for, you can make a lot of money from them. Here's one of my clients from across the country. It's Jackson Junk Hauling, and these are terms that people are already searching for. And as you can see, number 1, Jackson Junk Hauling. And whenever you're number 1 in Google for anything, you're going to make money. People are searching for all kinds of services. You name it, they're searching for it. And if you're number 1 in Google, you're going to make money. If this was on page 2 or 3, you're not going to make profits because people are going to click what's on the first page always. So I decided to diversify my income. I help people start a junk hauling business across the country. So it's like start junk hauling business. Again, number one, people reach out to me so I can help them grow and start the junk hauling business. And you can see I also have this right here on the side. So the reason I like organic is I built it up to number one, and to have an ad, and it's going to be cost per click. So every time somebody clicks on the ad, it could be between $8.01 and $8.94 per click. So cost per click is between $8.01 to $8.94. Organic is better. Don't pay. If you don't pay for your ad, it's not going to be displayed. Once I get a site to number one, organic, it's number one, stay number one. And if any of my sites drop, I do a few things to build up some, I build some links, or I write some articles, and then I go to number one. So when I said a Trashout Los Angeles or Los Angeles Trashout, whatever people are searching for, you write articles with a keyword spelled in different ways. All good, useful articles with nice pictures, and that's how you get your website to number one, and that's how you build with all kinds of different searches. Thank you for watching. To start your successful junk hauling business, visit startjunkhaulingbusiness.com. Please click and like the subscribe button.